Hello and welcome back to another casted game on the Age of Bison YouTube channel. I'm your host, SerSharkDad, casting another great game that we have with MoZeS, who we've seen before, playing Malta. And then we have TFL, going with the Ottomans. So currently right now we are in the second game of the series, with MoZeS having claimed the first one in the round. And we are on the map of Malaysia. I'm joined here by my good friend McCleves. What are you thinking about this matchup, and what do you think about this map?
I'll start with just giving a quick shout out to these players. So we've seen Moses before here. He's pretty good with Malta, and TFL has been hosting some of our or casting some of our games as well. They're available on YouTube, so go check them out. We'll put the link below in the description. And so let's go on about this map, about this matchup. I think this map is very nice map, very versatile map with good water, livestock, a trade round. Like everything you need is on this map. We see Ottomans already going water, so that's very interesting. You don't really see that often. It's extremely curious. Yeah, I'm really wondering what he's got in mind here.
Yeah, I agree. This is a very resource-intense map. You can see already 3 coin mines
Yeah,
very close for Malta, so that's going to be good with more resources and coin mines here. Water on either or side, plenty of hunts, plenty of coin mines. So plenty of action, lots of resources, so you can expect that these players are definitely going to be going all out, as it were. Not having to contest too much for the map control, so it's going to be decided by their gameplay, by their micro. I can see right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the decks. 3 settlers now coming in for MoZeS. Pretty standard stuff. I like to think in an earlier game that he played, that we casted against Germany, this is that same deck, and he was kind of making the fire throwers and crossbowmen combination look really, really good in conjunction with the
yeah.
flamethrowers card. I think you watched that game, and that was a pretty interesting double skirm combo that he had going on. So I would expect the same kind of play here. Interesting. It should be good into Ottomans, I would imagine. So going over to TFL's side, who is already starting with the Water Boom 4 fishing boats currently out. Silk Road. Lots of resource cards, H2. Delhi, couple water cards here to secure. Galleys. And pretty much standard from then on out, except the Nizam. He's missing a couple of the upgrade cards that you would expect in H4. So, I don't know, are you thinking H2 Water Rush for him?
I really don't know what he's going to do because this doesn't look like a water. This looks more like an anti-water deck, but he's actually investing into fishing boats early, so um, it's a bit weird. But it can be good because, well, Ottomans doesn't need to invest into villagers, so they can, I guess, you can replace that by investing into fishing boats.
Yeah. So
Um,
with Ottomans now
yeah,
H2 coming in with Quartermaster 400 wood, and then Malta going in with the Governor, so 200 coin, in addition to a outpost, which they're going to need. And I would imagine that you can either with Malta, I mean, you kind of want to wait out, right? As Ottomans, you don't necessarily want to go H2 into. I mean, now it's a little bit different with the units, but I don't think you would want to go H2 into Malta, just because that's kind of where they thrive and their eco will be better than yours with Wignacourt. But then you want to be able to go H3, but I don't know. Malta can kind of wait you out as well, and with the fishing boom, it's going to be a little bit slower. So I don't know. What would you? I would imagine, like, you usually want to go fast fortress into Malta.
yes, absolutely. The usual play against Malta, I think, and it's also one of the reasons Malta generally struggles a little bit into Ottomans is that Ottomans can have a very good H3 timing with two falconets.
It's going to be interesting. So in the transition, already pumped. He's going to go ahead and gather up that wood and get German tongue. Outpost going down now, following the age up. Both of them hitting H2 in stride,
The house
really
as well.
same time. Yeah, he's got a house going down here. Looking over at TFL's side, it looks like he's sitting on a shipment. I wanting to wait and see what he's going to do here. Barracks now going down. He's got 6 fishing boats here, not training another right now. So I'm imagining that I don't know. Maybe, yep, there's the coin. Okay, so
Yeah, 700 coin.
probably going to go ahead for that age up. He did not macro for the 300
No.
yet. So that's pretty
Well,
interesting.
he has to do that quickly. I think he's a bit late with it.
Well, now he's got Jans, so a semi probably. Wignacourt Construction's now coming in for MoZeS, and he is now making Sentinels as well. He likes to start off with those. It kind of keeps off the cav pressure, as well as the fact that they get the bonus when they're fighting close to their own buildings. Only 2, though, so it's not going to be able to do much. And getting the settler wagons, which is a huge boon with that German tongue. You want to be able to use that right away. He already has 3 on the field. So, looking pretty good.
Such a, this is such a defensive base. There's I don't know. I don't like. I would like him to like place the tower a bit more forward, Malta. Then again, he basically can't be pushed right now, so it's. I guess that's an advantage. Ottomans is making an artillery stable, so or artillery foundry. Sorry.
Artillery stable.
Yeah, artillery. That's for horse artillery. It's for.
Yeah.
But yeah, Avis Janissaries. I wonder.
And Delhi coming in too, right?
Yeah, I wonder when he's going to age.
I'm curious too. It looks like, I mean, if this is a semi-FF, then this better be all the units he's sending in and making. But right now, he's got more Janissaries coming in, and he's trying to get an Abus out right now. The Delhi are not going to be able to do much into MoZeS just because he does have the outpost, he does have the commandery. Some herding needs to be cleaned up here, but he does have the Sentinels coming out. Only 4 right now on the field, so kind of struggling to get those units. They are expensive, and he is getting his market upgrades. So, and he has Wignacourt now, so his eco is going to be doing great. He's going to be greedily booming while TFL is kind of slowly making a mass right now.
TFL is almost popped right now, and he doesn't even have wood to make a house.
He's got one going.
Oh, there it is. Okay, okay, well, that's fine.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah.
He's had this Explorer idle for a second here, which is a little concerning.
We're sending wood.
And sending wood here. Okay, interesting. So it looks like it's a dedicated Age 2 play. I mean, he's floating a lot of res right now. I would think that he would finish these batches.
Finish the batch?
There he goes. Yeah,
yes.
Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Yes. So he's just kind of mass, and I think an Age 2 push is in play here. I haven't seen his Delhi being put into action. They're still just sitting under the TC. Okay, there we go. There's the push now coming out. All right, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and get rid of the fog of war here. Let's see.
He really needs to use those units, otherwise he trained them for nothing,
Right. He's not going to be able to get much out of this, I would anticipate, just because there is so much defense right now with Malta.
How do you even push into this?
MoZeS does have Order Hussar coming in, so that's going to be good against the Abyss because these Sentinels are absolutely going to get wiped by this composition right now. And
well, it doesn't look like Malta's any closer to aging than Ottomans is, although he did send the 700 coin.
He did send the coin. He can sell off some of the coin for food, and then on top of that, he does have a much superior eco over the Ottomans.
He does have the cows. He could eat these yaks and then or buffaloes, I guess.
Smart of him to go ahead and grab that cow right there, like you were talking about. Now 3 Order Hussar. Let's go ahead and take a look at see what they can see. He's kind of poking and prodding right now. He does see this mass coming in. All right, Delhi trying to get around on the outside, see if they can get out that eco. Cutting back in. Okay, Sentinels are absolutely going to get torn apart here by the Abyss. Not even a contest. Yeah. Order Hussar kind of dancing around. Okay, it looks like he's kind of deciding what he wants to do with these Order Hussar, but they're just going to go ahead and get cleaned up. And now he is left completely without any sort of military. So, question here is, do they get this commandery? Outpost is now firing in.
It looks like it.
Yeah, this is going down pretty quickly. Crossbowmen coming in, and he does have the H3 coming up with the bishop, so that's going to give him a TC. Let's go ahead and look at TFL's side. TFL is now shipping in 5 Janissaries, so he's adding insult to injury to Abbas and another group of Janissary. So it looks like he's going to go ahead and dedicate himself to fighting it out H2. Those Order Hussar will likely go down now, one surviving.
It's pretty interesting that Malta chose to age with the bishop in the face of all this pressure.
Probably feeling confident. I'm guessing he thinks that they can't really push it over. Because he needs to focus that Delhi right there.
I mean, Albas are notoriously weak against building fire, so I think Maybe that's what he's counting on.
Minutemen now being called
There's the
in.
Minutemen.
Delhi now going down, and it does not look like he's going to have necessarily the siege to finish this off. He is slowly trickling in, but I don't think this is going to last. And look at that, a huge pop of crossbowmen now coming in as well. Smart to hold that back. Very good. And with that, that is the MoZeS and TFL even in score, and with that push is ended. So the thing is, though, is that he did get the commandery. I don't think he got any of the vills, but he did get the commandery down, which is a pretty good win. But, I mean, obviously they can just build another one. Now the H3 still now slowly coming in. More Abbas being trained up on TFL's side. Let's see if he's got any more. Still the 6 fishing boats.
H now.
One Janissary being left behind there.
Malta's going to be ahead, well, is ahead in H now, in fact. Where's the TC coming down?
Good question.
Down.
Right there.
Right come on. He never spreads. Like, we've seen this in other games, and he just doesn't, you know, he just turtles up like that instead of spreading his base and taking map control.
Well, you know,
I don't like that.
It's kind of difficult, though. You got to give him credit, because the issue is that with Malta is that even if you put it out here, I mean, I guess he could have, like, right here, but still pretty close, because he's under a lot of pressure, so they probably would have caught that TC wagon.
I don't know. I don't think they would. He was on the other side, and the fact is, the thing with Malta is that you have Wignagord, and it's, you know, buffed by buildings. But if you don't have those buildings all at the same place, then you don't buff a lot.
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, he can always build more. I mean, you just gather up the wood, and right now he's looking to probably get that fixed gun out, as he likes to do.
Fixed gun. Yeah.
So
fixed gun is a good idea here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this push will definitely fail once the fixed gun comes into play, and it looks like he's gonna try to get those settler wagons. Tough.
Even without the fixed gun, he's not going to get much value out of this push, really.
No, he's
can
still
kill a few units, but that's basically. Ooh, MoZeS actually called Minutemen there.
Yeah, another Minuteman.
I don't think that was necessary.
No, I don't think so either. But it's always nice to have, and you know, now another group of Sentinels coming in, and so he hasn't been able to really idle the eco of MoZeS. So despite all this pushing, he hasn't really accomplished much.
No, he's been quite aggressive, but he really needs to age now. It looks like he's working on that, though.
He is working on it. It looks like he did send another batch of coin, 600 coin there. And he's sending in the 5 Yorks, so that's their villagers, getting another upgrade at the mosque. He's at 30 vills right now, going to be 31 soon. And then MoZeS is now at 33, and then we know that he's going to have, you know, those settler wagons that are going to push him over the edge in terms of eco. So now for MoZeS, I would expect that because he's got this he's got a small mass here, I would imagine, another hospital going down, and I would think he's probably going to try to get the artillery foundry so he can start getting these fire throwers in.
Yeah, you'd expect so. Ottoman still training fishing boats, aging up quickly. Probably looking to send the 2 Falcons.
Does have 2 Falcons in the deck, and probably enough for Spahi. He's not going to have a shipment, though.
Oh.
Little push here. Not going to get a Vil, just pushing them off the coin mine. Little dancing right now. He's probably going to end up seeing... He sees 1 Vil.
Hey, Vil runs like hell.
That was a nice Vil pull. Yeah, he's got a little sprint mechanic there. That's good. I like that. All right, H3 now coming in. Even more fishing boats coming in. MoZeS is still neglected to use water, so that's going to be... I mean, he doesn't... Now he's on berries, though. Interesting. When he has a hunt.
He does have Wignagord, so it's still like... Look, check the gather rates on those Vils. Yeah, it's not bad. But on hunts it would be even better, of course. But...
Go ahead and secure that hunt, I would say, but...
Exactly,
keeping it close. Fixed gun now going to work. Oh! Instantly, and that immediately made him think again about going ahead and pushing in. More crossbowmen now being trained on MoZeS' part, and a commandery now going down as well. Upgrades are going to be coming in. Veteran crossbowmen, so those Janissaries are not going to have a shot. Abbas are going to... They do siege damage, so that's pretty good, but...
Yeah, TFL just really needs the Falcons now. Malta's looking pretty stable. It's looking like he's starting to be really hard to push now.
Yeah, I completely agree. Order Hussar now coming in as well, hopefully to deal with the Abbas and another town
TC,
center.
and he sent Victorioso.
And he's got it right up close to the other two, just like you like
Yeah.
it. Right in the
Yeah,
corner.
exactly. Oh, come on. Why? No, he takes no risk, let's put it that way. I mean, he's very safe right now, so I guess that is an advantage. New commandery up as well. He sent Victorioso, so his boom is going to take off, but he does need to, control some resources.
He does. It looks like he's going to be gearing up now. Instead of the Falconet, he's still elected for Spahi. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
It will be very effective against Malta's mass, but at the same time, Malta is just sitting in base, so you can't really push that either.
Are these upgraded? They are not. Well, the Abus are. Or do Abus shadow tech? Yeah. They shadow tech, don't they, to H3?
No, they not. They need an upgrade. Okay, this is good.
Ooh, firefight now breaking out.
Going to be...
Going ahead and pulling that back. A couple Minutemen going down.
Yeah, Malta needs to...
Crossbowmen going to work.
Fight under the... Oh, yes.
Oh, Spahi now coming in. Now, it looks like the Order Hussar could be able to body block. He needs to pull these Vils out. Oh, good.
Good.
Interesting. Now, this is a very kind of tentative match now. So he now has the fire throwers coming in, and he is training even more crossbowmen, doubling down on that, slowly pushing the base out.
Is that another outpost?
Artillery foundry and a outpost right in his face. He's building it. Oh, the disrespect. Look at this. Can we believe this? That is so funny to me. He's like, oh, okay, we'll just let it happen.
I wonder whether Ottoman is macroing for H4 right now.
It could be.
It looks like it.
Veteran Janissary upgrade coming in. Order Hussar immediately just moving right past the Spahi. Getting right on top of the Obelisk gunners. Do they survive? I don't know. These crossbowmen are just like basically flicking at these Spahi right now. They are going to get one of them. Most of the Obelisks are staying up. Fixed gun now being repositioned here up to his face. MoZeS could not get any more disrespectful in this game right now.
Yeah, but he's paying for it because he doesn't have Antec out.
Yeah, listen, if you survive, if you stay in the match, it doesn't matter. And fire throwers now coming in.
Oh yeah.
Fixed gun is canceled. Fire throwers are going. Oh, and there's the fixed gun now in range. He's going to lose this mass. And look at that. Vils now getting into work. They're taking their pot shots here at the Abyss gunner who are trying to kite this out.
Yeah, that was pretty epic, not gonna lie. Oh, this lonely settler wagon is still fighting.
Oh.
What a hero.
Oh, he falls on the horse. Interesting. Huh. Falls on the horse. Okay, yeah, so taking off Ottoman Eco is looking really healthy right now. He's floating a lot of res. He has even more Janissaries he was massing. Running out of that coin mine, but he's got more Jans coming in, more Abus, and MoZeS is... God, man, look at this boom going on. So now he's at 44 Vils to Ottoman 45, not including the fishing boats, but also not including settler wagons. The
interesting part here is that Ottoman still kind of keeps up, although not anymore now. The three TCs is really going to spiral out of control, I think. But Ottoman was kind of keeping up in field population.
He is even only one TC though.
But he needs to ship wood, make 2 town centers ASAP basically.
Well, 2 Culverin now because he's going to have to deal with the fixed gun, and it looks like MoZeS was building another fixed gun, so that's going to counter that. And it looks like on TFL's part, he's got the Nizam Fusiliers. So the Fusiliers, and I think that in terms of a unit, they're a little bit difficult just because they are a very good unit, but they require a lot of intensive micro, considering their stances. So it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to control them in conjunction with the rest of his army. So we'll see how that goes. And then for MoZeS' part, even more crossbow coming in, 2 fixed guns. Well, actually, no, did he
probably remove the other one?
I think I don't know what he did. Yeah, I guess he did.
Yeah, he just deconstructed it. You can refund it.
Oh, he just refunded it then. Okay, so and then more fire throwers, more crossbowmen, and a couple Order Hussar. Just 3.
Again, this is the classic MoZeS. So arbalists, or I guess veteran crossbows, fire throwers, Hussars, but no anti-cav.
Oh no!
Oh,
That is 6
this is a
Vils. That is actually
little snare off for the. Okay, well, that's big.
2,
That's
4,
big.
6, 7,
8.
9. 9 Vils right there. Done.
Uh,
That's rough.
that was huge.
That's a big loss for MoZeS there. But he's still marking the outpost, still just taking complete control of this north side of the map. Still neglecting the water play. A lot going on, so it happens. You know, you
I
tend to
don't think
forget.
he necessarily needs the water. With like he's got a solid boom going off. He just needs to make sure he survives, you know, for long enough, and probably needs some more anti-cav. But
He needs to take this fight now, is what he needs to do, because these 2 Falconets.
Well, with these Falcons, I'm not sure he still needs to take this fight now.
Oh, this is tough because he needs
But
to.
yeah. Oh, order or something? Nope.
He's not going to be able to get in.
No.
He's not going to be able to get on top of them, really. Not with the orders are, not in enough mass, and it looks like he's going to end up losing this infantry mass here. He's got so. That spot, he's probably going to end up going down. It is surviving, though.
This is a wipe.
This is a absolute wipe. It looks like 3 Culverin and 2 Falconets still just going to work, and it looks like that's it. He's just completely silenced any resistance from MoZeS.
And these Culves also pose a serious threat. These Culves and these Falcons.
Yeah, he's got another fixed gun going down, but the Culves, he's got 3 of them. They're not going to, I mean, they're immediately going to,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's immediately done
There
for.
you go. It's gone.
I don't know
Yeah,
how.
this is really well played by TFL. Very good pressure.
Mass is looking a little thin right now, so let's see if he's got any reinforcements on the way. He does have a few more units being trained up, but not enough to continue the push. It looks like he is going to be able to finish this, though. Maybe. He's going to get at least... Oh, and those fire throwers immediately getting their flamethrowers on it. Order Hussar getting on top of the Falconet. Are they going to be able to get this? One still up, one still up. Gets the last swing off, and that's one Falconet going down.
Gets the Falcon.
More Minutemen now being called in. This TC is still up. They're neglecting to hit the Falc. Does he get it? Does he get it? If he gets this Falc, then it's... The Culverins are not going to be enough to push.
16 hit points. 8 hit points. He's going to get it with the tower. No! Oh my goodness.
Is he using this to
That was
fire?
crazy.
Is he using it to fire?
He was using
on it?
the tower. He was using the tower, but it died, and the Falcon still.
Just
has
at any
1
point in
HP.
time, MoZeS, that you want to hit right click with your TC on that
Oh.
Falconet. Come on! Oh my goodness. Sorry, I don't mean to. I don't mean to be upset, but ooh, and a
Oh,
fixed
you could
gun.
have killed it with the. No, not. Yeah, that's going down now.
Still, this Falconet
Oh
is still.
goodness, this is crazy.
MoZeS, what are you doing, buddy?
And he's building a fixed gun right in front of
It's-
those
it's-
Culverins. Like,
It's interesting how many shots it took the Culverin to take down that fixed gun, though. I didn't realize that.
yeah, they have a lot of hit points. Like it's a building basically. So
Even more crossbowmen,
needs to-
even in the face of all this artillery pressure.
he needs to redirect the Culverin fire at this fixed gun rather than. Although I guess. Okay, well the Falconet is gone now.
Falconet now
That's
gone,
one.
and crossbowmen are still just
He
kind of
killed the
thinning the herd.
Explorer, so that stops him from building the fixed gun.
TFL is still floating a lot of res. A lot of res here.
Yeah, he needs the second barracks, honestly.
He does have 2, I
If he
think.
doesn't, he does have 2. Oh, my bad. And he just needs to remacro a bit.
He needs to remacro because he's got all these villas, no coins, so then he's not going to have any reinforcements
Yeah.
here. Even more crossbowmen
Maybe
still...
just sell some wood. But this is yeah, very good pressure here. Like he's really doing well.
Yeah, MoZeS has 76 vills already and 14 idle. Still more vills coming in, just slowly but surely sending in even more crossbowmen. I mean, it's been nothing but consistent minute upon minute of TFL sitting under MoZes' base.
Yeah.
And he's going to get that commandery now, so he's going to be slowly going ahead and pushing this in.
And he could still there's TC is like at very few HP, so probably go for it. Except yeah, maybe going for this artillery foundry is actually a very good idea. You don't know, you know, TFL doesn't know whether there's any Culverins being trained or anything, so a good idea to take that down.
This push has been consistently moving. 27 vills on coin now. For TFL's part, trying to re-macro his economy, seeing if he can get some. Yeah, he's trying to get his reinforcements. He's almost completely idled MoZeS here. I don't know.
He probably needs to stop making Abus because he just doesn't have the right economy for that.
Does he give up his push here? I don't know. Like, he's got... MoZeS has just been kind of slowly...
That's a sizable mess of crossbows. It's starting to be pretty large again, so... I think... I can see why. Like, he did a lot of damage. I can see why he's backing off. But he does need to... I think he needs delis.
I don't know. MoZeS has over 20 vils more. TFL now sending in his chest of 1,000 coin. Maybe he can go for an age up here. And then he's doing a 20% increase in Janissaries and Nizam Fusiliers. Now, are there still Nizam in his... There's two Nizam left. And
I think he needs delis. Like, just better Hussars against a player that doesn't make any anti-cav whatsoever. You know, could be a good idea.
He has no anti-cav, another fixed gun going down, and it looks like, I don't know, MoZeS is slowly but surely recovering his score.
I think that's still the same fixed gun that he was trying to build, but his Explorer died.
Yeah, this mass, I mean, if he can wipe this mass now, then he's going to be in a good spot, because then TFL's going to be in a bit of a...
Hey, this is interesting. Ottoman's trained an imam, so he's probably looking to, he's looking to heal the Culverins.
Yes, because now he's got more Culverin coming in on the way. Now Culverin are not going to necessarily counter the infantry mass that MoZeS has, but he's making sure he doesn't get a fixed gun. That's for sure. Now he has nothing but infantry here, so MoZeS needs to maintain.
I really want him to spend that wood on the second town center. Like,
oh, there is another fixed gun. Now he's got 40
really?
Crossbowmen here.
Oh, goodness.
And the armor pistoliers. Oh, these guys are going to be nasty.
Ooh,
another commander here.
That is going to be good for him.
Oh. Just 2 Culverin up against the fixed gun, so they're going to lose this fight. That next shot should do it. Yep.
Oh, no.
Okay, so now the Abus are stepping up, and they are absolutely going to work.
Yeah, they shred.
They do. They really do. But the crossbowmen are cheap.
I wish fixed gun had friendly fire. That would be pretty fun.
It looks like he's going to trade pretty well here with that 20% upgrade. These guys have nearly 300 health up against 142, so even if they're heavy infantry, it won't matter. So,
yeah, did you see that priest just tanking the damage? That was pretty epic. Oh, new Culverins. Yeah, good.
Even more pressure coming in. He's floating a lot of res right now. A lot of res. He can either go for the age up here, or he can continue to put the pressure on. I don't see how MoZeS worms his way out of this one.
I mean, armored pistoliers.
Deli now getting on top of here.
Good rate.
I don't know. These sellers could turn around.
Starting to. But Malta's score, meanwhile, has bumped back. Like he was behind in score, and he's actually surpassed the Ottomans now.
Look, he's just content to just continue to move his base ever so surely to the left. And what is Ottoman going to do?
Even in mills now.
And he's got a lot of wood. 35 vils. 28 idle, though. I wonder where they are. Yeah, and they're all... Okay, we got a couple hanging out here. Oh, jeez. Okay, go ahead and remacro.
Another mill and plantation, and Malta's just...
But the
this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, Malta is running out of resources, and it's just going to hurt him.
What is this? He's just going up, and he's just going to face tank this, and I don't know, though.
Yeah, the armored...
Oh,
he's trusting the armored pistoliers to...
Those other Hussar are going to go down.
Oh, look at the pistoliers. Look at the...
That's
the area damage.
Look at this. Look at... Oh, my... And just with a few crossbowmen, is he making more? Is he going to have even more reinforcements coming in? Yes, he is. He needs to get squires. Does he have squires in the deck? He does not. No. He has no forts. So that's going to be interesting, but it looks...
Oh, yes, I found.
3 of them, actually.
Oh, good pull.
Wow. He nearly lost that whole mass if he was going to stand and fight that. These guys are insane. Yeah. More Janissaries now.
Really strong, though. Abus are really good against them, so at least that's an advantage that Ottomans does have.
Ouch. Okay, so 5 Delhi are going to be pretty good into this, and then even more Janissaries, and these guys are pretty beefy at this point, and he needs to stop facing Falconets with his crossbowmen, so I don't know what the play is here. Oh, look at that. Steel bolts.
That's a steel bolts, yeah.
Even more deli now coming in. He has a stable. He hasn't really used it. He's neglected to use it. He's got more Janissary coming in. And like I said, these guys, even though they're going to be countered by the crossbowmen, these guys are so strong. 295
They're
health.
so tanky, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But another fixed gun here. More order Hussar.
He needs them to protect his cannon, so I think it's sensible to actually keep training some.
He needed this to be back here.
Janissaries.
MoZeS trying to figure out what he's going to be doing next year. 25 vils on food, 36 on wood, and only 9 on coin. But it looks like he's just going to go for a lot of crossbowmen here. He does need a little bit more coin, though, for Order Hussar if he's going to mass them in earnest. Only 2 in queue right now. Looking over at TFL's side, he's now at 70 vils. No new units being coming in. He does have a couple of Abus Neo in the way. His mass has definitely dwindled from when we saw it last time, but he does have 3 Falconets. So,
yeah. And he does have better map control than Malta as well. Though, albeit slightly. Also, Malta still hasn't repaired that 1 TC, and the probably that's a bit of a weak spot. Although it's probably not that crucial anymore now that he's got 80 villagers. Okay, here comes the shot.
okay.
Oh, that was a bit disappointing, right?
Deli pretty... Okay. Those Deli are
Guess
probably
these
going to go
are-
down. It's not going to matter. Another fixed gun coming in.
Oh.
So as long as he can get him to kind of see, look, every time he makes him pull like that, the fixed gun gets
Yeah.
a shot, right? And then he gets to go to work. So and these crossbowmen are gonna just gonna thin the herd. He doesn't need to worry about these. He doesn't need to worry about the Falconets.
Oh man, Ultima's lost a large amount of troops here.
Yeah, this is not
And
a
the
favorable.
Falconets.
This is not a favorable trade now at this point. He did take out a fixed gun, but it like every single time he moves like that, what's going to happen is that those crossbowmen are going to be able to get their volleys off. Now looking over at MoZeS' side, he does not have a lot of food, so he's still macroed to build even more mills. I think
Oh, he could eat these cows. That would be really beneficial to him.
Where are they at? Oh yeah,
4 cows, like that's
500.
2,000 food
Yeah,
there.
2,000 food. Yeah, and he's also neglecting the water here, so that's another thing
Yep.
too. So he needs to
Yeah,
kind of
instead of, I mean, Ottomans did take advantage of that, but he's also starting to build plantations and mills. I guess the coin is just gone. But
Yeah.
he didn't scout that far behind his base.
and they're even
Maybe there's one man over there.
and they're even in vills at this point. So I think if anything, he needs to go
Although-
ahead and get for water.
Yeah, especially since Wakenakur does buff the water, but not the mills and the plantations.
Maybe if he got a Colve or something. Oh, there's a ton of vills here. He's running out of wood here. He's got a little bit over here though. So move those guys
And the
back.
map still extends further beyond that, so
That's true. Okay. So a lot of deli here trying to get a good raid off. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull these guys back. He's electing not to put them in the commandery. Even more crossbowmen trying to be trained up here. It looks like TFL, he's got a pretty good score lead here, and he's got a healthier composition than MoZeS does. So
yeah. But it's really tough to push into this.
it is tough. It is tough, but he's starting to that Vill advantage, that economic advantage that they have, is going to start to wean away. I mean, Wignacourt is only for the natural resources, so it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
You know, and then he doesn't have any forts in the deck. He doesn't have squires. He's floating a lot of res right now, TFL, and MoZeS does not have the same kind of res. He's only 73 to 84. It looks like his crossbowmen are going to go ahead and just kind of start to tank this. One Falconet going down.
He's exchanged the Falconet for the armor.
Oh, do they get it? Do they get it?
This is not this. Oh no.
Oh, and he doesn't get the shot off. Okay, so then now all the Falconets are down. He has one Culverin. Does TFL...
And here comes Archaic Combat for Malta, so his crossbows are going to be even stronger. Yeah, he just came in.
Okay. Yeah, 163.
Yeah, those are pretty beefy.
More Culverin. I don't know if he really needs it at this point. He's training even more Culverin, so expensive, but he's not really bringing to bear all of his resources here. I mean, go for H4. I mean, he's got another 10 Janissaries, but that's just, again, more heavy infantry into a light infantry composition. Exclusively light infantry composition. It's very confusing. But he does have the Abbas, which are definitely gonna do well. Both Culverin going down.
Oh.
He has now accomplished his mission. He can
Goodness.
he can go ahead and pull that back. and he's not going to have the siege to really end this out.
Yeah, that wasn't great at all for Ultimus. And look at all the crossbows that are training here.
I would say go ahead and go for H4. He does have a lot of idle.
Maybe Ultimus needs to go H4 and take get heavy cannons.
I say Malta needs to definitely go H4 here because they need to
Well,
get.
they both kind of, yeah.
Arbalesters is going to be the way to get yourself out of this. So we're going to have a lull in the action here, and it's going to get to some point. Now, MoZeS doesn't know this, but the water boom here is going to eventually run out. He's only on one side of the water.
Yeah,
so,
there are some wills, though, so, you can still...
some coin, yeah. All right, artillery foundry now going down. So. If you can get the fire throwers, because he does have a lot of fire thrower upgrades coming in right now. So, okay, so these guys are going to go ahead and go to work here. I don't know if they're going to get one of the Culverin down or if he's just going to run back. Yeah, he's just going to elect to go back here. Culverin don't do as much damage to infantry, so... but there's not really there is one fixed gun that these Culverin can target right here, and then they have another one right here, so... I don't think MoZeS has trained a single villain in a long time either.
No, but he is building a dock.
He is now building a dock. Okay, so now water's now in play for MoZeS, and his water boom is now coming in very late into the game, so that's going to actually be pretty good for him, considering that he's going to have all the untouched resources at this point. Fire throwers now being trained out of the artillery foundry. 2 fishing boats coming in. Now looking at TFL's side. Ooh, trying to get a little raid here. Trying to be a little cheeky. Saw the Abbas kind of pulled it back, but I don't know if TFL is noticing this right now.
I do want to point out that TFL has a pretty huge score lead by now.
He does have a pretty big score lead. 8K. I would think that's all in the mass that he has right now. 95
No,
vills.
it's the stocked resources as well, but he really needs to fix that macro. He just doesn't need all that wood.
Well, problematic too is that MoZeS has elected again not to train any sort of vills here, so Fort now coming in on TFL's side. More Jans, more Abbas.
3,000 wood.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you're right. Do something with that. Oh, he's walking right into it.
Macros. Okay.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. I think there's not many of these guys.
He's just
5.
lost half of his Janissaries and oh, goodness.
Just 5 of them. The Order Hussar now, they catch the Abbas out here on the side.
Oh, no, this is not good.
Order Hussar took out most of the Culverin. There's still just 1 Culverin left. He's got even more crossbowmen coming in, even more Order Hussar. How is TFL going to respond? He's going to continue to double down Janissary and crossbowmen, but this just shows you fire throwers. If you are playing Malta, make fire throwers. Look how strong these guys are. And that's a wipe in composition. That is a total wipe.
Yeah, and look at that fort. It's not going up. It's just sitting there.
Oh, jeez. I think that was a glitch because he's got it selected and it's sitting on top.
It's weird.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, there. Oh, okay. Oh, no, he's got steel bolts. Oh.
He just needs a few deli. Okay, now we're training deli.
He's finally getting the deli. Okay.
Let's see if we can slow him down. He's starting to get on top of the eco. Yeah, a little bit too late here. And now
these crossbows have insane siege, so they're just going to take everything down.
Yeah, 21 siege. These vills are now going to go down. Now, not enough deli. There's the Order Hussar are definitely going to body block that. And the fire throwers are going to be able to counter that as well. And they're going to go ahead and go down. What the heck happened here? He had a good mass, and then all of a sudden, MoZeS just from behind, just 5 fire throwers and 40.
Shocking.
That was shocking. I was not expecting such a swing. I mean, it was a total wipe. Like, he had him totally pressured the whole time. Couple fishing boats now coming in. I mean, I don't know exactly how TFL's going to respond. He's floating 2. Look at all this res and not able to really use it.
The macro has been a real issue, and also I think the composition, like not using deli, has been very detrimental to TFL.
All right, he's ignoring the Abbas here.
MoZeS has ignored anti-cav the whole game, and in the end, it seems like that was with good reason, since he didn't, in the end, really get any cav pressure. So
now the fire throwers, he didn't have them in mass though. That's the problem. But he did have fire throwers with the flamethrowers, which is decent against cav. But you're right, it is not strictly anti-cav. And now even more crossbowmen being flooded in. These Order Hussar are absolutely paying their worth in gold, taking out tons of villagers. I'm not even going to bother to count it. Barracks is probably going to go down here. Abbas are trying to do what they can, but even more crossbow. Well, actually, he's got a couple of pike here and some fire throwers. Well, there's your anti-cav.
Yeah, this is looking to really swing in favor of MoZeS now.
And look at that. And look at that. I mean, that's instantly. And look at that.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Just like that. MoZeS, it seems, I don't know, it feels like TFL was winning the whole game, and then suddenly it just all fell apart.
That is absolutely insane. I'm kind of speechless here. Like, that last, I want to go back over that last fight. What a swing. I mean, the base building from MoZeS was insane. I mean, just kind of slowly covering this portion of the map, not allowing TFL to knock him off base. I mean, there was definitely times there where it looked like TFL was going to have it in the bag, and he just didn't. He couldn't finish it off. Culverin.
Another question is, did TFL throw the game, or was it just, you know, small mistakes? MoZeS playing really well. Yeah. What did he? Was it a big throw, or was it just?
I don't know. That, like, I would have to, like, I'm definitely going to go back over the recording and look at that last fight, just because, I mean, there was definitely a compounding amount of mistakes on both sides, right? I like, well, first off,
the macro was pretty terrible.
I should say first and foremost that these guys they're great players, and they played their heart out here. And, you know, we're only looking at this, like, retrospectively. You know, it's easy for us to take a look at on, you know, on the bird's eye view and kind of critique and say, oh, this, that, and the other. When in reality, you know, everybody's making mistakes in the midst of a game. It's a tournament game. There's a lot of pressure. The game has been going on for a significant amount of time. You're exhausted. You know, for TFL's part, you're constantly pushing into a turtle. You're frustrated. You're upset. You know, you think you have him. You didn't finish it. You know, you're like, I make 4 Culverin and they're not taking out this fixed gun. You know, what the heck am I supposed to do? And then for MoZeS' part, you know, you're constantly under pressure. You're sweating bullets. You're worried because you got this guy that's constantly on top of you. Tough, you know, it's really tough. And I don't know, because, I mean, it's not like the Janissary Abbas combination was doing any issues for him, because he was preventing the Order Hussar from really getting in there. He made falconets, which were going to counter the crossbowmen. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened. I mean, we can point out the fact that MoZeS didn't make anti-cav, but TFL didn't make any cav.
I would think that making cav would have helped a little bit. And also his macro was just, you know, it was off. And this is something that often happens when you know, especially on lower or mid elo range. You tend to concentrate on a fight and on how to beat another composition, and like training, getting your batches out, microing your units. But then your macro, you know, is messed up and you don't notice it. And at some point, you know, you kind of start struggling getting the right units out. You don't have enough coin, and then it's hard to sometimes it's hard to adjust that while actually still focusing on your military. So that's something that often happens, and I think that's also that was also a problem for TFL in this game.
For sure. I mean, we're talking about floating resources. Like, let's go to, right, so, you know, you got that many free resources.
Just the economy, yeah.
It's tough. It's really tough. It's tough because he had, I mean, technically speaking, right, I got falconets. I have Abbas, right? That's going to deal with your crossbowmen. Janissaries will prevent Order Hussar from getting on top. We saw the micro was a bit, every time he had the pull, right, it kind of allowed the crossbowmen to get their shots off, right? You made Culverin for the fixed gun. So I think it really just came down to micro. I think it comes down to frustration, and I think it also just comes down to the fire throwers. I think the fire throwers did so much work there at the end that unit is is very good. It's a weird unit to make just because the pop cost and the fact that it's gold and coin, or sorry, gold and wood. But yeah, that was huge at the end. I think the fire throwers were kind of what won it out. If I was gonna pick any one thing, it'd be that. Jeez, let's go ahead and take a look at military unit count and actually military unit population. Yeah, tough. Look at that swing at the end there.
Yeah, yeah, it was a huge swing.
And not able to push here, right? Even though
that's like at that point he definitely had it, and then he didn't manage to quite push Malta over, which is really hard because of all the defense.
Right.
But yeah.
All right.
That was interesting.
Yeah, honestly, again, my hat's off to both of these players. Fantastic game, TFL. Fantastic game, MoZeS. We're so appreciative of you guys playing your hearts out and then recording the game and allowing us to cast over it. We're very indebted to you. We're very appreciative of you guys. If you see this, hold your head up high, whether you win, whether you lose. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for the awesome game. And thank you so much to all of you who are at home or wherever you are watching and listening to us. We really appreciate it. The channel is growing. We're having a great time casting the 1v1 tournament. We're having a fantastic time with these games, and so we're really appreciative of all you guys, every single view that we get. Thank you so much. If you're interested in seeing more of the content like this and supporting the channel and supporting the work that we do for this game, please go ahead, hit a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think of this game. We're really appreciative of all you guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one.